So give it a care. Here are the top Linux commands every hacker and pen tester must know. I'll say what each command does and why you use them in a lab or authorized test. So the first command is who am I. What it does is print the username you are currently using. Who am I tells you exactly which account you are running as, and first thing you run after getting the shell. You can see it says here I'm a root user, in which I clearly am. And for the second command is ID. What it does, show user and group IDs and group membership. ID shows your UID, GID and group list, so you know privilege and group based access. As you can see, technically speaking, I'm still a root access, so you don't display anything, and you see root and root, my GID, UID and the groups I belongs to. And we have another one, and the next command is uname. UAIM-A, and this gives kernel architecture and basic OS information, your operating system, useful for tailoring exploits or tools. And here it is. You can see it has everything of my information. And okay, just hold on. This Linux I just installed it, so nothing to expose from here. And we have the next one, the host name CTL. The host name CTL. It reads and sets the machine host name and basic system metadata. Is how you identify the machine name and change it safely. So when I say host name and this, now I have all the metadata for my machine, and wow, it's actually old, 18 years, 10 months, 3 weeks and 5 days. Wow, I have not been using it for that long though. Okay, now we have the IPA and IP route. So what it does, list network interface and route. So we have the IPA to list all the network interface, and we have the IP route. Now we have the network interface, the IP address and all sorts. And the next one we have the SS turn. Quickly reviews which services are listening and which processes are on those sockets. So this is a way to actually know, or if there's any weird, let me move this here. Yeah, this is actually a way to know if there's any weird thing connected to your network and what you are connected to. You can see their socket and everything coming in and out. And so that's that for that. And the next one we have Nmap. Now Nmap, this is not just a Linux tool, also a kind of tool for pen testers to actually map attack surface of any website. So we go by a kind of website that actually has a bug bounty program, so it doesn't sound illegal. So yeah, we have nmap.microsoft.com, and now Nmap is actually a very deep tool. I will make another video on it, especially more on Nmap and how it is used for pen testers and ethical hackers. Now this is going to give me the IP address and every other thing for this target. Now this is it. I have the IP address right here, and the other addresses, we have the MAC address and IPv6 address here, and we have the services, the port and the state in which they are. You can see the HTTP NTPS are open. So that's the basic of using Nmap. We'll go deeper in another video. Now, another command which is also a tool is the call command. Now this call command actually shows you headers. It talks to web endpoints, check headers, test posts, and validates responses during web testing. Now I say this, and I say Microsoft.com. Now you can see it redirecting me. Well, this is a 301 response to redirect. In case you don't know, you have to know the way response works. And we have also this. I'm going to be showing a few. Now this small letter I is made from capital I. They have different work, but I will explain further in another video, explaining further on call and Nmap and all other tools we need to know. Now the next tool is TCP dump. Yeah, TCP dump. It captures raw network traffic to a pcap for analysis. Now TCP dump lets you capture packets to analyze later in Wireshark, essential for traffic leveling debugging. So if you're into network pen testing and network administrator, this is going to come in handy. Now you can see all by both output and suppress, and every other thing coming out from this network, and see everything. You can see it's capturing packets to analyze. Now all the packets I have, and I can analyze them later. So to stop it, I'll do Control C. Control C is actually another Linux command to stop anything from operating if you want to stop it. So we'll clear this or not. And the next one is NC netcat, or you can just simply type NC, same thing. So netcat, it creates raw TCP UDP connections, listeners, and simple file transfers. NC is the Swiss Army knife for quick listeners, banner grabs, or test transfers in a control lab. Now netcat can be used for banner grabbing, also nmap. They both do the same thing. So wanting to use the NC now. Okay, so before we go into NC, I would like to do something first. We have a Linux command called nslookup. nslookup. So this is to detect the IP address of a particular website. So we have the IP address here. Now to use the NC on it, say copy. Then we have NC. Then we paste this. Let's say for 4. Now we wait, and so typically NC, it creates raw TCP UDP connections. So you can just test that further on your own device. We're clearing that now. We have another one, SSH. Now SSH, it's we have the SSH keygen, and SCP. It's secure remote login, key generation, and secure file copy. So with this SSH, we have the SSH keygen. Then we have the SCP. So it's secure. This SSH is for secure remote login. The SSKgen creates keys, and the SCP moves files securely. So these are the work for SSH. So if I say SSH, then I click an IP address and then paste it. Alright, so we have that. I'm just clearly listing the tools and what they do, the command line. So we'll later go back into we'll go into using more of these Linux lights in our next videos, especially more on one or some of these Linux command lines and how we should use it. So another Linux command line I want us to know is touch, which creates a file immediately. So we can say touch text.txt, then you type it, and now you already found it. Now you have the ls to list the directory of in the particular format, and then you have it. Then if you want to open the text, say text.txt. But now nothing is actually in the text.txt, so nothing can be done. So let's try opening it to put something in there. So we have nano, another tool to actually write something. So now we have this Control X, yes, Control S, Control X, then enter. Alright, then we have cat and say text.txt. Alright, fine. Now we have that. Now let's say, alright, we want to remove the file, then say rm for remove text.txt, and it's gone. So when we say ls, we can't find it anymore. So we want to clear. Already know this. You can clear this. Now we have sudo -i, and it shows the command that currently may be used run within the sudo. So we say sudo -i, sudo -1, no, let's use it here. So sudo -1 or sudo -i. It's sudo I, right? Yes. Yes. It's allowed sudo commands high value for previous escalation checks, just to check if there's any previous escalation in this stuff. So now you can see sudo I, and then I have it. And actually you can also go into by using it this way. So let me delete this and create a new one. Now we have sudo I, and then we have sudo su. This also, but this asks for, you see, that's different. The sudo su asks for passwords, and I ask for password for me to actually get into it. Now we have all these directories. To go back to the home directory, say cd then this, back to the home directory. So speaking from this, so now the sudo su actually asks for passwords, but if you want to have check for privilege escalation, then you can say sudo I, then okay, wow, this